up a little bit.
So AJ and I, do you mind filming for a second?
Oh, no, go ahead.
So AJ and I were just talking about, he just got some new Vega wedges and we played today, and we're just kind of hanging out in the backyard, and we're talking about how the bounce and the grind actually has a huge effect on the type of shot you can play. And in particular in his backyard, it's extremely like gnarly, you know, this grass that grows sideways instead of straight up and down. So when you're playing a shot out of that stuff, if you don't have a bounce with a really rounded leading edge or a lot of bounce, and you put the shaft forward, your club is just really gonna just stick in the ground. And it's really easy to hit a fat shot, you know, when the leading edge is sticking in the ground like that. So we were just talking about, I mean, even just there, I kind of did it, but we were just talking about how when you allow the club, that one got stuck, when you allow the club to kind of skip or slide through the grass on the backside, it's definitely not going to dig as much. So this particular grind of wedge has a good amount of bounce, it just has a pretty strong leading edge. And this is the Vega VW04. I play the 06s because they have a rounded front leading edge, and I like to play a lot of shots with my hands forward. So if I use this wedge and this stuff, I'm gonna get stuck like pretty much every time. So I just said to AJ, well, if I were gonna use this wedge out of this stuff, I'd have to hit, you know, one of these really flippy shots so that the back edge could hit the ground instead of the leading edge. So it's really interesting. I think the primary thing is that we make sure that we've got the right wedge for our game, for the type of shots we tend to hit. And then if we don't, you know, or if we, let's say most of the time we hit these, we don't need that type of wedge, but occasionally we get in a situation where we do need a different type of wedge. We just understand how the thing works so that in that situation we can just make a really educated decision and just say, oh, well, obviously I'm not gonna play forward shaft lean in this gnarly grain coming into me grass. I'll just kind of allow for maybe an open face, which will expose the bounce, or I'll allow kind of like a little flippy pitch shot or flop shot.